So we do a bunch of construction in a warehouse, right? So somebody sends us a floor plan. That's just like a PDF drawing of the kind of house that they want. In fact, it doesn't even have to be a PDF anymore. We just literally did a napkin drawing. Like somebody drew out on a piece of paper, like, this is how I want my house to be. And we were able to design that from the piece of paper. But anyways, however you have it, you give us your floor plan design, your house design. We ingest that, design out the 3D aspects of it. So where does every piece of lumber, where does every nail go in order to build this house? That gets transitioned over to our robots. And we figure out first kind of the high level plan. How do we go and do each of these pieces? So where, you know, do we put this piece of lumber in before that one? Do we put these nails in before those nails? We do that. And then we execute it on the robots. So that's, you know, dealing with all of the gnarliness that is lumber, right? It'll be bowed, it'll be twisted, all sorts of bad lumber. And we do all of that in a warehouse in big chunks. Build your house over a period of time in the warehouse, stack it up on the back of a truck, ship it out to the job site. And the big win there is it lets the framers go, the rough carpenters that are on site, it lets them go from a 14 to 21 day build cycle down to 4 hours. Wow. So there's a big labor savings in particular on the job site, right? Which is just like job sites are like not a great place to be, right? Like you're out there in the cold, you're out there in the sun, you're out there in the heat. We just got our site video back from our last build, and one of our panels didn't make it because they tore it up and burned it to stay warm, right?
Oh my gosh.
Like that's
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So you don't want to be out there. And this is specifically for the framing part, which is the walls that go up,
right.
correct?
Correct. Yeah. So you can think about it as just like the bones of the house.
Okay. And so how is this done now? And then I'd love to hear about how you guys are doing it and then the challenges you come into by doing it with robots.
Yeah. So right now it's all done by hand, right? It's just, if you go out to the job site, there'll be like one really tattered piece of paper on every job site, and that's the floor plan. Every framer is going and looking at it, drawing on it, spilling their beer, their Monster on it, right? Like, and they're just picking up pieces of 2x4, cutting them down to size and nailing them together. And it's surprisingly dangerous, right? Like you don't, you kind of think about it abstractly and you're like, oh yeah, you're just putting 2x4s together. Yeah, whatever. But in order to build the house up, right? Like you really have to start doing some pretty interesting gymnastics pretty early, right? So like on that site video that I was just referencing, we could see guys on other jobs standing on top of the first floor, walking around on 2x4s, right? That's all. No safety equipment. So it's just like there's saws everywhere, nail guns, and it's just generally not a safe place to be.